Hi everyone, Nikki here, or aka Smurfy161. So it's another week, and I think if I've worked my days out right, it's the 18th of June, and it's a lovely sunny day. So I've got a couple of things I've finished, and I also thought I would show you some of my yarn stash, which is slowly building up, and once my craft room's totally done, I hope to have it just for yarn and sewing, because I actually have decided that I'm going to more than likely get rid of all my paper crafting stuff. I might keep a little bit. I'm going to try out some friends' pens next Thursday to see if I want to carry on maybe just having a small bit of my craft room for stamping. And I've been looking back at some of my, so I need to wiggle to one side, some of my other videos, and I've noticed some of my funny little quirks, like my and that's nice. I think nice is one of my main words in my videos. And I've also noticed that, like, when I'm thinking of something, I look up, so, or I twitch my shoulders, so it's just quite funny what you notice about yourself when you watch some videos. So I will get on with what I've been up to. Let's just put that down there. Last week I showed you, I'm sure I did, me starting off my cowl. So I've actually finished that, and this was done with James C. Brett, and I think, yeah, this colour was MC37, so it's got like all your pinks, purples, there's even a little bit of teal in there. So I would just model that, even though it's a bit too hot. I was hoping I was going to do it as a scarf, but then I thought, oh, it's quite wide to have as a scarf, and I got to a certain point and I thought, oh, why not do it as a cowl? So this sits quite nicely. You can, if you want to, you can even have it like that just to protect your ears a bit. So there's that I finished, and that was done using that pattern in the book for front and back posts. So that I will put that on my Etsy later on when I've downloaded my video. So, and what else have I been up to this week? Because I always feel I'm just showing stuff and I'm trying to be more chatty and push my Etsy site some more, so I've been getting some more tips for that. So the link of that will be in the bottom of my box on my Facebook page. I also was going to make this hat to match it using my 20 to Makes book for the pattern, but this came up a little bit smaller, so I'm not so I might sell this hat separate to that scarf and make another hat to go with a not scarf, cowl, to go with the cowl, because this has come up quite small. It's even small on my head, so I think it's more for a sort of age 10 to 13, and it's got, I'm trying to get close without knocking the camera or making myself fall over, so it's got like these little bobble stitches. That was done with more of that yarn. Oops, now it's come off her completely. So there's that. So I'm going to make another hat to go with that scarf, because I think it's nice to sell. I try and do sets and do a mixture of things. I've got like 14 items on there now, so I'm slowly building it up. I will just model it, but not for long. It's actually really warm today, so that just gives you an idea. I mean, I've got a small head, so it's not too bad on me. I'm at the hairdresser's next week, and I can't wait because my hair is just driving me nuts. So that's the beanie, or beret. Put it back on her. Sorry, I'm fiddling now. So this was my other head, the white head that I showed you, and I've knit them Dolly and Molly. Don't know why, but Dolly and Molly. Those, and then, so I'm going to have to put this back on because it's going to drive me scatty. So this is my box of odd, well, not odd yarn, just yarn that's not actual branded as far as I know. I can't see any brands on it. So that's my stash. So This stays in my cupboard in my craft room, and when I've got it completely sorted, I'm going to do another video of my craft room, but it'll be actually a sewing and knitting room rather than a paper crafting one. So these I've probably shown, I can't remember, sorry if anything's been shown before. These are from the magazines that I get, and it's called Let's Get Crafting, Knitting and Crochet, and they give you a nice pack. I've talked about these before, so but I might say, just in case I've got new subscribers, I'm nearly, I think the last time I looked I had 69 subscribers, and I decided when I get that up to 100 I'm going to do a little giveaway. Oh, I must stop saying sorry, my brain's just gone really dead. I'm sure it's this heat, and I've been suffering with my sinuses, unfortunately. Oh, I don't always want to be talking about my health because I really don't want people thinking I'm a real whinge bag. So there's this one which is nice and colourful, and I've decided, as I found a pattern for like little mini stockings, I'm going to make a load of them to sell at my stalls that I'm doing at the end of the year. I discussed that last week, so I won't go into it too much now. And then I thought I might also do some for my Etsy, because like I said last week, I'm trying to do some items for Etsy and then some items for my stores I'm doing. So I'm doing definitely 2 at the end of the year, which is September and October, and then if they go well, then we'll do the November one. It's going to be me and my mum, and we're going to give half of our money to the Wessex Heartbeat Foundation, because obviously being a long-term heart patient I want to give something back. This pack, it's almost like nautical colours. I'm trying to get close, sorry for the rustling because they're still in their bags. What else? Oh, this is some leftover, let me take it out, Peyton's Fab Yarn, which is a DK, so it's like a purple. It's coming out more bluey on the camera, but it is much more of a lilac. So I've got 2 balls left of that. These are like what I call my mid projects, so they're not like for tiny ones. There's at least enough there to do another hat or just a basic scarf, because I've also got a knitting loom, those wooden ones where you can do that. I do them more in the winter sort of thing. I don't do it too often because it takes so long to make one item. I don't mind if I'm doing it for a gift for somebody sort of thing, but to do it for selling on Etsy or anything, it's just too time consuming. And then this is just some random, it's quite a chunky wool that I got when I used to work for another charity shop. I had like a great big bag for, and the bag was sort of probably like that, by like that, full of purple wool, and I think I only paid £3.50 back then. And this is what's left, this one and this one. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do it. Oh, there's a different shade, just realised that. So I got 2 balls of that. I seem to go through phases, and I obviously was going through a purple phase, and then I've just kept it in a bag. I think that was probably from a charity shop, so I like to try and keep them in bags of either colours or brands, but as this is odd stuff, it's gone into colours. And then I have a whole bag full, it didn't come in this bag, and it's what my mum gave me, and it's Tanglewood by Sunbeam, so I don't know if it's still going, and it's quite a thin yarn. I can't, it says like use a 5mm hook with it. So it's 50 grams per ball, 47% cotton and 18% acrylic. So I might make a shawl or a little blanket. As it's not a wool I've used before, it is cotton, but then it's got these flecks of, so it's got white, blue and that in it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, yep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's sort of in between. So I think this was my grandma's, so I bet she started off a project and never got it done. As I've said before, she had absolutely bagfuls and bagfuls of wool. So I'm sure she could have been a great yarn addict on YouTube with Jan and Zoe, and now myself, because I'm getting a bit like that. So I've got to think of something to do with that somewhere, because I'm getting a bit fed up with purpley colours. This is just some more random yarn of my grandma's, and I thought it was more blue, but it's like a baby blue with like a hint of mauve in it. So obviously it runs in the family, like blues and violets. And then I've also got a whip in progress, so I will just shuffle around and get that. Oops, sorry, I'm getting in a tangle here. This is my whip, and it's going to be a shawl. I should have brought the pattern over as well, so I'm going to have to fidget again. And the whole shawl will have, let's try and get close, oops, sorry, view down my top then. Might be nice for some viewers, but not for others. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I'm sure this heat's getting to me. So this is done with some more James C. Brett, and this was MC 28, so it's going to have those little loops all the way through it. So I've just done, what have I done? The foundation row. So yeah, foundation row. So I've done the first 2 rows, so it's that greens and stuff. Yeah, it's been quite a quiet week for me this week. Not too many appointments. Took Lexi for a nice long walk this morning, and she had a lovely time paddling in the river. And next week's going to be a bit more busy, so I'm not sure what day I'm going to get to do my video next week. And I hope you all have a nice weekend and it stays nice and sunny for you. And I'll be back soon. Bye.